when they're little like that, they're so sweet, aren't they? When they get a bit older, they look at them a little bit stupid, but when they're like that, they're so sweet. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful scenery, huh? Hello. I'm afraid the phone doesn't do it justice, but if it does, I can tell you, it really is like this. It's lovely, but you've experienced it. You remember what it was like in Derbyshire. They have similar sort of, and you look at this, look at that one. Can you see? It's just stones laid on each other like this wall. There's no cement or anything, they're not fixed together. If you look at this one, this must be a later addition because there is something between the stones, cement. Which I suppose is a good idea, stops the draft going through, but without cement, they're just as stable. Look at this wall. You know, lots of these walls, they've been here hundreds of years. And it's the weight of the stone that resists the wind and the weather and... Great, isn't it? But I can tell you, it is bloody cold. Isn't it funny? Rotten weather during the daytime, and then now in the evening, fantastic blue sky. It's not warm, not at all warm, but lovely. Completely blue sky, just a few clouds. This is a very little village, very little. And it's one of the few places that it's got no mobile phone signal, no internet, nothing. Our guy at the hotel's got a landline and uses that to provide Wi-Fi service. That's all. So when I get back to the hotel, this message will get sent. Look at that. Typical Dales architecture, grey stone tile on the roof, slate on the roof. And lambs, sheep, mutton everywhere. And the astonishing thing is, I kept seeing in the restaurant, nowhere can you get lamb on the menu. And I asked him about that actually, and he said, well, most of the items on the menu, sort of £9, £10, very reasonable, 50 dirhams, 45 dirhams. And he said, lamb, they'd have to put a price of £18, £19, and you know, people who are on these trips and they spend a few days away from home, they wouldn't spend that money, so he doesn't have it. It seems strange, doesn't it? Look, there's so much, so many. Look, I mean, you get a good few chops out of this guy. Well, it's cold and it's cloudy and it's dull. But I came out of the hotel and frankly it just feels so lovely and fresh. I'm trying to keep the cars out of the picture. Yeah. Sheep are enjoying it. Very nice. So it hasn't started raining yet. It's gone 9 o'clock. It's supposed to start raining at 9. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm living in the expectation it's going to be raining all day. Let's see. So starting off on the stage from Keld to Reeth, the penultimate stage. This is the village. Top of the hill there is the lodge where I was staying. It hasn't started raining yet. Terrific. But it will. So I'm not going to be surprised by it. And despite the dullness and everything, it feels very fresh, lovely and fresh. And I've still got a bit of energy left. And I think it's basically a lot of gentle downhill. This is Swaledale. That's the River Swale, somewhere down there. And supposed to be the prettiest in the Yorkshire Dales. So this is labelled as a beautiful bridge, and I think I would agree with that. It is quite, it's quite pretty. Don't know if I'm there. Those walkers are going over it. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to. I need to refer to my book. Was raining, stopped raining. Birds very happy. Just arranged an extremely expensive taxi to get me back to the car, but what can you do? Abandoned by my friends, so got no choice. Yeah, okay. On we plod. So we're deciding at the moment, or rather Graham's already decided. I can't decide between salmon and dill fish cakes and a gammon steak, and there's no lamb on the menu. This is absolutely quite amazing, isn't it? You know, you look out of the window, look anywhere, you will see sheep, 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 sheep. But you can't get it. You can't get it in any restaurant. Unlike Wales, but so what would you suggest? I had fish cakes last night and they were fabulous, so I'm tempted, but on the other hand, gammon steak would be nice as well. Can't decide.
Maybe I should look.
Graham says hi.
Hi.
Wave, wave. So here you go, salmon fish cakes with hand-cut chips and fish and chips. And to Graham's already eaten some chips, and you can see by his face he's very satisfied. This is a little river, it's a brook further up. I could cross it, tiny little thing. Look at it now, this is all yesterday's rain. Look at it roaring down the valley. Crikey, that's really something, isn't it? So, in the distance we can see a tower which we think is Richmond, so we're nearly there. But look at this gorse, I don't know if it comes out on the camera, but brilliant yellow. And the bird song and the sun desperately trying to get out. What a lovely day. And you can see the raindrops in the puddles. Even the rain's happy today. Even Graham's happy. He hasn't moaned once since breakfast. This is the last hotel I'm staying in. And yeah, I think you'll agree still the best one was in Kirkby. That was a lovely room, massive, lovely bathroom, lovely bath, tiling and everything. This is, by the way, the most expensive, but of course this is absolutely the centre of Richmond, you know. I'm afraid, and unlike last night and the night before, there isn't a bath, there's just a shower. And of course, when you're completely wet, you know, you want to soak and lie in a bath. I won't be able to. We got here very early. It's only 2:30 now, it's amazing. We did very, very well. In fact, my days are getting better and better. Maybe the stamina's improving, although some of my muscles and toes do feel very tired today. But that's a nice view, isn't it? If the rain would stop raining. So this is the same restaurant that I came to last time. This time I'm coming with company. Wave, Graham. So, it is incredibly popular. Difficult to get a table at a later time. It's only 6 o'clock, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We're both hungry anyway. And this is a sort of annex, which is now, as far as I can see, well, full but bar one table. Through there you can see, that's the main part. That is packed. And lots of kids. I wonder if half term's starting. Maybe that's the reason. But the kids probably come for the pizzas more than anything else, but I don't eat the pizza. But I'm getting lamb shank. It's the first time I've been in a restaurant this week at all where they had lamb on the menu. That's been the amazing thing, even though there were so many sheep in the fields. So I've started off with a Prosecco, and I've got myself a beer, and Graham's on beer as well. His is the Italian Moretti Lager, mine's the Australian Foster Lager. So, I'm the early bird, the first one, apparently. This is French Gate, where I'm staying. You can see the castle tower on top of the hill there. This is the hotel. And I'm waiting for Graham. He seems to have turned his phone off. The WhatsApp isn't even going to his phone. Or he may not have Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. Anyway, we arranged that he give me a buzz when he's leaving, so I'm going to go for a short walk. You might remember this alleyway. I'm pretty sure that I filmed it last year. It's a nice alleyway with a nice church in it. So I'll have a quick walk round town while I'm waiting for Graham. There's the church tower. I'm not sure if I can get in and see the rector list. And this is the Richmond landscape at the back. You see that sloping green field, woods. It's very nice here. I wish the sun was shining, but at least it's not raining. Nice architecture all the way around it. It's a nice part of town to live. No housing estates near here. This is the other side of the hotel where the car park is. It's quite cramped. And if you look in the garden, look at those lovely roadies. The pink ones, the white ones. This one here is finished. And the buildings next to it, I don't know if they belong to him. You can see how old they are. Can you see the bricked in windows? There's one there. No, that's the only one actually. But some of it's been... Ah, yes, I see what's happened. Where there are bricks instead of stones, above it, there's a chimney. So obviously the chimneys were put in afterwards. And the original building, goodness knows how many hundreds of years. It's very nice here, and a lovely yew tree. Look at this one. That takes a lot of work. I mean, it is well trimmed, that one there as well, but getting up to the top,